I didn't want no distractions.
Okay. Is it that, or do I just not have any friends?
And no one wanted to come and talk to you.
Okay, gotcha.
So here's the first thing. Here's the first thing I wanted you to speak on. Out of everyone in the cast, and we're coming up towards the end of filming season 2,
Mm-hmm.
and you are easily one of the most confident people I've met, and I'm just curious as to where that came from. Where was that built? If it was built, maybe you always had that. I don't know, but
I think that I honestly truly believe in it takes a village.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To mold anyone or anything. You know what I mean? Like it's not done with just one person. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
I feel like I was raised by my mom. My mom has the exact same confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things, like you grow up, you either see what you want to be or what you don't want to be. And it's like I knew that whether my mom was capable or incapable, you could never tell. She was always like down to get it done, down to figure it out. Let me do. Oh, can you do this? I can do it. No, you can't. But I'm gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so I think that if I had to just pinpoint it, my mom's confidence was just always through the roof. She was fly. She was pretty, and she just walked with her head held high all the time. You know, so that's what I seen every day of my life. To this day, I still see it. You know what I'm saying?
So is that also your approach? Like when you're confronted with something that is scary or you don't know too much about, your approach is to let's just do it and I'll figure it out.
I don't believe in showing fear.
Okay.
I don't believe in that. I believe that changed the dynamic of the situation.
Okay.
It changes it immediately. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like when you see a dog, and if that dog senses that you're scared, that's your ass. You know what I'm saying? So
true.
if it's like, whoop, whoop, who let the dogs out? You know what I mean? But sometimes you have to do that just to protect what it is you may be scared of.
So when you get into the studio, like was that a scary thing for you to start the music thing, or was that something that just came organically? Like what scares you? Is it that what kind of, not it scares you, but what is the biggest challenge for you, getting in the studio or getting on set in front of camera? Because you do both, which is I wish I don't.
It's crazy because I don't want to sound, just like this. Overly, but I really don't get scared.
I mean, that's the thing.
I'm scared of?
What?
I'm scared of like sleeping with my bedroom door open and it being dark in the hallway, like thinking I'm seeing something. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, my performance and my ability, like I'm always down to give it a shot. And it's like, a lot of people are scarier these days because of how opinionated everyone is. And everyone's looking at you. And even me not being an actress and, being thrown out on one of the biggest shows on television at the time, I think a lot of people were scared for me. So I had no idea what I was doing.
So when the whole Empire thing blew up and suddenly it's the chick from Empire, like, how did you deal with that? What was the shift? Because when All American came out, and especially after the whole Netflix thing, that was a lot for me. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure you had a similar thing with Empire, because you came out Empire when it was like.
One thing I knew is that I had been a special girl since a little girl.
Okay.
I knew that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like even now and every day, like I do realize how special I am, how capable I am, and how talented I am. And I think that, you're just figuring it out. You get what I'm saying? But I've always known. And no matter how much people try to shut you out or say you can't do this or they don't want you to do it, but a lot of people will absolutely project their fears on you.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, I'm lit. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't swim. You going to jump in 9 feet of water? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. Because I'm not going to fail. I am not going to fail.
I'm so envious of that. That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? But it's absolutely a mentality that you have to have, especially now because the world is getting harsher and harsher. Like, people are just cruel. You know what I mean? And look at how many people miss out on life due to fear.
Yeah.
you have to take the chance. You're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you get the chance, do it. You can't just complain, oh, this is not happening, or I can't do this, I can't do that. You didn't ever even try. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just a I will not lose mentality.
Right.
And even when I do lose, I'm going to dust myself off and try it again. What's the worst that could happen? I think when I really thought about that statement, what's the worst that can happen, and actually internalize the options?
Yeah.
I stopped overthinking it. You get what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you get on the show. You may not feel as confident in the character or whatever. You may not feel like you're doing the best performance up against like a Taye Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is you being around something great makes you greater.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Iron sharp as iron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's always, like, nothing lasts forever either. You know what I mean? So feelings, emotions, your mentality, it'll change.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you being around someone that may possess certain qualities that you don't have, it's only going to aid you in digging that out of yourself, because you have it. You just ain't been able to tap into it.
Yeah.
But you also probably never been put in such a position where you had to.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So is there stuff that you learn from because, you know, we're in kind of quite a big, diverse cast.
Mm-hmm.
So working with, I know a lot of your stuff is with Chelsea, but, you know, working with the different casts, like, are you picking up stuff? Are you still, like, learning from different?
Yeah, I feel like I learn from everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not a thing where it's oh, I wish I could do that. But it's just more so understanding people, you know, because I know me, I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm like a loose socket. You know what I mean? It's just like, I might shock somebody. I might shock myself. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. But I love everything about myself. I love being able to just, you know, learn people. What you like, even meeting you. I had never had a friend, you know, from the UK. So it's like just the way you do things and your temperament. Like, I like that. I like to just see how you move, and you're so gentle and you're so kind, you know, but there's other things about you wish you had. So it's like with that, as my friend, I want to help you get to that point.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So the more and more we're around, the more we get to talk. It's like, I'm going to give it to you straight. You know, whatever. I feel like we can all learn from one another. You know what I mean? Like, there's things that you do that I don't do. I don't sit and study my lines.
Right.
I don't sit in, you know, I'm not stuck in my character. I'm the socket is loose. You know what I mean? But I think to myself, well, should I be like that? Should I be doing that? But everybody's method is different.
Everybody.
And mine's is just very.
Even Mike, I'll be at Mike's house and he'll be the way he sort of prepares his scenes is completely different to how I prepare my scenes, and you know what I mean. But I mean, if the goal is always the same, you know, and it's always interesting because I've seen you get caught off guard where, like, we did a scene the other day, and it's almost like how emotional you got, shocked even you. Yeah. You remember this? I can't say what the scene is, but the scene with where we was at the park.
Yeah.
And so it's cool seeing because that's happened to me a few times. Yeah. I'm like, oh man, I wasn't even ready for this.
Yeah. And see, the one thing I appreciate about that is, and I hope they keep it, you know, in the edit, but you know, just the organic vibe of it all. You know what I mean? I don't want to cry at the drop of a dime for no reason, just so you could think that I was upset. Excuse me. I want that to genuinely and organically come across. And I feel like when we did that scene, it was like, you know, but the way it happens with me is that this is a direct reflection of how I feel about you personally in our real life, whether we hang out or not. But if this was Daniel in this scene, I would be. This is the emotion that I would have because of how I feel about you.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying? And you may not. I'm just such a emotional person anyway. But you know, for anything to happen with you or even with Chelsea, just because of our closeness on the show, that's like real life to me. You know what I mean? So if we were ever to encounter any of them situations, that would 9 times out of 10 be the emotion, because I didn't fake that.
Yeah, no, I could tell. So would it be a struggle for you to do a scene like that with somebody you didn't like in real life? Say you and Chelsea didn't get along, and you and Chelsea get along great, but say you didn't in real life, and then you have to go on and be your.
I don't think it would be a struggle.
Right.
And the main reason is because of how empathetic I am.
Okay.
And that's the main reason. I'm a Cancer. I feel everything.
Right.
I feel what you're going through. If you sick, I'm sick.
Right.
You in love, I'm in love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like a sponge. I absorb everything that has nothing to do with me sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from I am in love with my worst enemy. You get what I'm saying? And that's just
because I'm the same, but sometimes I don't want to be like that.
No.
Sometimes it's like
it's not good.
It hurts. It's
a gift and a curse.
Yeah. But also, what the gift part of it is, I also feel like that's where my talent comes from in acting. Yeah. Because I can empathize and because I feel things so intensely sometimes.
Yeah.
It's that's how I'm able to like connect to these characters. But then there's times where I wish I could like switch it off. You know what I mean? But you can't.
I don't think. And I talk to my mom about this kind of stuff all the time. And she sent me something the other day that I actually was. I think it was that morning when we did the scene. But it was dark time, and I was just riding, and I was listening to this motivational speaker, and it was like, don't question who God made you. Like, your purpose in due time will be revealed. You know what I mean? Because I was going back and forth in my mind, like, well, why do I always end up having friendships or relationships where it is that? It's such an intense feeling. It's an intense connection to where as though, everything has to be right or I'm just not right. You know what I mean? And you wonder, like, why? Like, why me? Why does it always happen to me?
Yeah.
Everything in your life might be perfect, but you have this one friend who's like dealing with whatever, and you're just like sucked into that. And I'm like, why? Like, why can't I have that off switch?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That has nothing to do with me. But no, you try to be there. You try to be comforting. You try to give, words of encouragement and just uplift someone. But it's just like, that can suck the life out of you. You know what I mean? But my mom sent me this thing and I'm listening. And it's just like everything kept saying, do not question that. Because there's purpose in that.
Yeah. Which we're seeing it. I think that's what makes us able to do things like that.
Yeah.
But it is. I
think interesting.
It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's interesting, but I think it's a commendable trait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because would you want to be that, or would you want to be ice cold?
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ice cold is a little miserable.
I remember there was a Wale. Wale is one of my favorite rappers, and he's got a line in one of his songs where he's like,
I thought your favorite rapper was Nipsey.
I said one of. Nipsey's my favorite rapper. Wale's one of is in my top 5 right now. But he's got a line where he says, would you rather heartbreak or not feel a thing?
Yeah,
that's it. That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you have an answer for that?
I think if I was being honest, I'd rather heartbreak.
I would too.
Yeah. Which annoys me.
Yeah. You are who you are.
Because you are who you are. It's true.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it though. I mean, It is what it is. And like I said, I love myself. I love everything about myself. You gotta be able to.
I'm trying to learn to do that.
What?
Love myself. Love everything about myself.
What is it that you don't love, if you don't mind?
Just
give me one thing.
Well, it's like that. What we said. It's
one thing outside of that. You have to give me one new thing.
one
new thing.
One new thing.
We know you don't have an off switch when it comes to your emotions.
I think it's that, and it's that, and it's how sensitive I can be sometimes, and my tendency to overthink everything.
Are you like a Drake?
What's a Drake?
Like, are you like a Drake song?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like a Drake.
You are?
That's a good one. Yeah. I'm like a Drake song for sure. Yeah.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. That's the thing. I'm learning to, rather than change it,
accept it.
Someone told me a dope thing the other day. Someone was like, what did they say? They said, you already are who you are. And it's not about recreating yourself. It's about honoring yourself.
Right.
And that hit me hard, and I was like, oh shit. And so that's kind of the journey.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize that a lot of our pain, a lot of our suffering, a lot of our worrying, it's self-inflicted. Mm-hmm. Nobody did anything to you, Daniel. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And as harsh as that may sound, it's very much self-inflicted because of feelings like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I think what you heard is absolutely correct. Like, yeah, honor it, because you don't want to be. Because understand that you won't live in this world alone ever. You won't. You will get married. You will have children. You'll have probably multiple children. You can have girls and boys. You know what I mean? So you always want to be relatable on both ends of the spectrum. You know what I mean? Yeah. And as long as you're dealing with women, your sensitivity as a man is going to be your like badge of honor. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. In terms of dealing with women who are by nature such emotional creatures.
Yeah. So do you look for people who are like you in that way, or do you look for something to kind of balance that out in your sort of interactions, friendships, relationships, etc.? Are you drawn to people that kind of balance that out, or you want someone to feel it like I want you to feel it like I feel it?
I think balance. I think I don't. It's rare that I encounter. Like I said, I think I'm so unique. I think I'm so unorthodox. Like I just am. And I was talking to my girlfriend last night about that. Like everything I do is just. It's done in such a random way, but it's effective. You get what I'm saying? And it's like you might say, oh, Breezy she be wilding, but then when they yell action, she's like there.
Good to go. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Even down to the way you dress. I can never predict what you're going to wear to an event. I can never be like, I reckon Breezy's going to wear, but it's always something. But the one thing I can guarantee is she'll rock it. Yeah. And she'll rock it, and she'll look good, and she would have put a lot of thought into it. But trying to guess how you're going to put
any thought into it. That's the thing.
Well, that's the gift, because it looks like it, but it always looks good. But it always comes out of left field.
Yeah.
Sometimes you come in and be very kind of feminine, and then sometimes you come.
But you know what? I honestly respond to how I feel when I wake up in the morning.
That's good.
Sometimes I wake up feeling like the realest dude in the room. Yeah. And you will know that by my appearance. You say, okay, Breezy on some shit today.
Some thug.
She thugging today, baby. You get what I'm saying? But I might come in and my hair has come nicely, and I smell real sweet. And you're like, okay, let me kiss her on the cheek.
You got the dog in you.
Yeah. But I appreciate, for someone like yourself to just treat me the same, no matter.
Yeah, because it's not your character that's changing. It's like you have so many different facets to who you are. It's just all right, this is how I'm feeling today.
Yeah, but I just truly identify with that. You know what I mean? Sometimes I wake up feeling like a lady, and that's what I'm giving. My walk is different. My talk is different. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why. But that's just it's whatever. You know what I mean? And I get questions like, "Well, who are you? And why you did that?" And I'm like, I literally just go based on how I feel. And when I feel like absolutely nothing. Unless I really have to, I won't come out the house, because I still have them days, because this gift and courage that we both possess, it can take a lot out of you. So some days when I'm like, or weeks when I've just like had a week and I'm like, I've exhausted myself. I can't. So like today, I'm not coming outside. You know what I'm saying? So I just deal with it like that. And
that's good that you can identify that when it's time to like, all right, I need to
pull back.
Yeah.
Versus
a lot of people can't do that. Yeah. Because you work hard, and so it's very easy to slip into that place where it's like, I'm not feeling it, but I gotta work. Whereas
like, and I don't believe in being fake. I can't. Yeah. I can't. You know what I mean? And we all know, just as a cast, we all have days like, we know each other well enough now where Mike's having a day, Sam's having a day, Greta's having a day, Chelsea. We know that we know each other well enough to say, okay, I'm gonna let bro chill on the side. You know what I mean? Like we just know. So it's just like that. And of course when we're in the workplace, it's decent that we know that, so we could just be like, okay, cool. You know. But as far as people in the world and being a celebrated person, it's like, okay, I'm gonna chill, because it's not the little girl's fault that
happened to ask you for a picture that day. And
and I just Kanye West her. It's like, nah, I ain't mean to do that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But again, just appreciating and loving everything about myself, and understanding that I'm entitled to have those days. I'm entitled to have those particular emotions or whatever. Like there's nothing that says you have to do this because you're doing that, or because somebody thinks you're this. You don't have to. It's okay to be who you are in whatever moment you want to be in. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people in our position get caught up thinking that we have to, uphold a certain standard, and we do not, because we're humans. You know what I'm saying? We are human beings, and I think that at our age and at the place we're in life, that it's better to understand and know it now before you become Denzel Washington and you completely lose control. You know what I mean? So even the things that you may feel are, not your greatest attributes or whatever, like, fall in love with that now. Like, and that's taking the time to yourself, and in the moment where you feeling ways, like, stop and like, what is that? Does it feel good or does it not? Why doesn't it feel good? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. And that's in everything, in your relationships, your friendships, like, whatever. I'm one of them people, if I want to do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. You're not going to force me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know. And I'm one person. I hate restriction.
Yeah.
I hate confinement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's why I'm just like, I'm like a weeping willow.
You've always been like that. You've always hated those things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always. But it's so crazy because I force discipline.
On yourself.
Myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to lose control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the balance. Like, I don't, it's like, I don't want to be put in a box, but I know I'm wise enough to not destroy the box. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because we can be capped in, like, in this cup. Like, you know what I mean? I can move and I can swing this cup, but I am not going to make a sudden gesture that'll spill this coffee all over this room. You get what I'm saying? So in life, that's how I'm living it. And a lot of people have a hard time just being that, because a lot of people look for direction. And I'm certainly driving my own boat.
Yeah.
Alongside,
for sure,
my savior.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna need you to be my therapist.
So, I probably need my own damn therapist.
So where's switching gears? How you feel about music right now? Because it's.
I love it.
Yeah.
I still love it. I'm in love with it. That is my therapist.
Got you.
That is my diary. That is where I can exert and come face to face with every emotion that I deal with.
Got you.
Without judgment. I don't care if you care or you don't care. Like, I can do that.
Yeah.
And I can be proud of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. And it's like, I pray I never lose that. Because when I tell you it's so clutch, like, I don't know what you do in your spare time. You know what I mean? As you guys play video games, you guys do a lot. You guys work out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, but me, like, I'm a talker. You know that.
Yeah.
I'm a talker. I love to have conversation. I love to, whatever. I love to visit these emotions. Like, you know what I mean? So like,
I think that's important.
I want to laugh with you. I want to cry with you. I want to be sad with you. I want to fight you. I want to do all that with you. You know what I mean? And like, I can do all that in my music and not offend anyone. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes,
but even if you did, I don't think you'd care. Like, even if you did, like, offend someone or someone took something the wrong way, I don't feel like.
Yeah, because I think people take offense, the term, the wrong way.
Right.
It's like, if it's not for you, it's not offensive. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a difference.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
You're right. Yeah.
I didn't offend you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
You just didn't like it.
Right.
Right.
And if I absolutely told you a truthful statement about yourself that offended you, it's because you haven't identified with the truth that you know. You get what I'm saying?
This is about acceptance and stuff.
Right.
Like that.
You got to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, you ain't got to tell me about me. I'm going to tell you about me.
Yeah.
Before it even get there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's one of them things, like, even as your friend, like, nobody can come tell you, oh, Breeze did it up. You know me well enough, bro, and I'm going to tell you. Bro, I ate your vegan cupcakes. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was starving. I ate them. Ain't nobody. You can't tell on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know me and I'm cool with that. And then again, in every situation, what's the worst that can happen? You want to beat me up? I offended you. Now what?
Yeah.
I don't want to do this interview. Now what?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's certain things, like, in every situation, you gotta ask yourself a question, and that's a very general question. Like, what? Now what?
Now what?
2 words. Now what? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if that now what don't kill you,
then you good. What are you worrying for?
Unless you're standing on the train tracks. Now what? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you, even to you personally, when you dealing with stuff and you thinking about stuff and you're conflicted or you're unsure or you're not sure how you feeling, now what? I think I like her. Now what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like the way that made me feel. Now what? What you gonna approach it? And one thing about me, I attack everything head on.
Yeah, that's true. You do.
I attack everything head on because you got to get ahead of it. You never want to be late to the party.
Yeah.
They're early. So, just in case I got to run back and get my phone. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I move around like that.
Yeah.
And my mind moves so quick. Like, I'm always like, my comeback game's strong.
Oh, I know.
Strong.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it.
This is, you got to wake up early to fool me, dog.
Yeah.
You got to wake up early. Because my shit working, even when I'm asleep.
Yeah.
I have so many thoughts in my sleep that I wake up and I like, we were moving, right? I just got a house for Christmas, me and my girl, and we were moving, and I had a thought in my sleep, and I'm like, fuck, we have so many clothes collectively. What are we going to do? I fell asleep. I had a thought in my sleep with clothes and saran wrap. I woke up the next day, I saran wrapped the whole closet. On hangers. Wop, 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 wop. They look like body bags. I'm just doom. It's like, she looked at me like, babe, where do you come up with this? I said, I don't know. But I was thinking about it. I said, hold it up. I'm going to go around. But it worked.
Yeah.
We cut the time we would have spent on that closet in them shoes and everything, taking shoes out the box. No, stack them. Saran wrap them. Towers. Stack them. When the movers came, they like, whole house is in plastic. But it was a random industrial size saran wrap in my garage. I was like, where'd that come from? Maybe somebody left. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it worked.
It worked.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just be having, and I just react on it. It's the worst that can happen. Clothes fall out the plastic. You know what I'm saying?
Now what? we need to put that on a t-shirt or something.
Now what? Got milk?
Now what?
You know what I mean? So you just like, you never know until you try it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, always believe in yourself. Always. Because believe it or not, you're here for a reason. You are who you are for a reason. And you're just as unique and as random and unorthodox as I am.
Yeah.
You're just a little bit more, you pay a little bit more attention than I do to what people may think.
100%.
I don't give a damn.
You don't give it. That's and
that's. I don't give a goddamn.
And I think that's why it's so good with playing our characters are so close, because I was so drawn to you, because I saw that, I picked up on that straight away, like instantly. Yeah. Before we even had a show, from the pilot, I picked up on that.
Yeah, and I'm one of them people. I wish that you knew what I knew. The one thing I know, Daniel, is without a doubt in my mind, people don't care. They do not care as much as you think they do.
100%.
They don't.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just realizing that. Yeah.
They love you when you're hot, as fuck you when you're not. You get what I'm saying? But nobody cares. So do what you want to do. Anyway, don't break the law. You know what I mean? I don't break the law. I try not to hurt people's feelings, as best as I can. Yeah. I am not disrespectful intentionally. And I'm very considerate. You know what I mean? And my only goal every day is to create good karmic energy for myself.
Right.
I'm not responsible for what you do. You don't like me? I'm gonna tell you. You get what I'm saying?
Now what?
You wrong. You do whatever. That has nothing to do with me. I'm gonna be responsible at the end of the day for everything that I do, and so are you. So the chances you don't take, the things you don't say, the places you don't go, you're the only one left with the regret. You're the only one left with the question marks. You're the only one left with the solitude, because you decided not to do it. You know what I mean? But guess what? When you do or you don't, nobody cares. Nobody's calling you asking you, hey, did you apologize to your girlfriend for that thing you said on the text?
Mm-hmm.
No, nobody's going to ask you that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, did you love yourself today? Nobody's going to ask you that. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be in love with yourself. You have to, I don't know if you need to get some oil and just start at your leg. But love yourself. You got to.
Yeah.
You got to, because no one's, it's going to be so hard for other people to love you. Take away your talent, take away your good looks, take away your fade, take away your accent. Take it away, though.
Yeah.
Take it away and see what people gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? And I think with me, it ain't about how I look. It ain't about how I dress. It's about what I exert and what people can feel from me. You know what I mean? We can feel it.
100%. 100%.
You can feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's in your best interest at all times to tap in with Ezra, Daniel, Spencer James. You know what I'm saying? It's in your best interest, though. You know what I mean? Like, because it's going to be very hard for someone else to go where you won't go, or go where you never been. So when they trying to get there, you like, what the fuck is you doing? Where are you going? You know what I'm saying? You're going to ask them questions to yourself because you didn't go there yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when someone, even like dating or a friendship, if someone is trying to get into me, I've been there. I'm always there. You get what I'm saying? I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to come on back door, ain't you? You get what I'm saying? I've been there. I know where it's at. Yeah, no, you ain't getting there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Even like being in love or dating someone, you know, people get scared like, oh, he trying to, how you know he going? He ain't been there. You don't love yourself, baby. What you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just gotta, the best way to understand is just, especially when I'm talking and I have conversations like this with my girl all the time, but I might put things in about 30 different perspectives for her to understand it. But you gotta do that. You gotta do that. So you could see where it's at. A lot of people don't see things from a 360-degree perspective. You can only see from where you're standing at.